Good afternoon. It is Thursday, the 10th of March of 2022. As I continue to move along my path of spiritual practice, there are times when I get these kind of new bits of information that just kind of drop in that help me make some course adjustment or some shift in my perspective that just opens up a new discovery. And I got the blessing of having a couple of those this week. Both of them are in relation to my own vital life energy, that which is at the core of my own being, at the core of each of our being. And it came first as a reminder through doing Qi Gong and listening to Lee Holden as he talked about the three treasures. And one of those treasures is the Lower Tan Tien, and it is the place of original Qi within my own body. And because it's that place of the origination of my physical body, it's also this wonderful link to the ultimate source, the divine source. So the Lower Tan Tien is located just behind the navel and a little lower, and is kind of this spherical energy center, storage for vital energy within our body. And you can feel and kind of sense it by putting your hands on your belly and breathing and just imagining that sphere, but also knowing that it goes your sides and your back. So some of the new Qi Gong experiences that I had this week really helped vivify this container that I have, that we each have within our own body. That is a place where we store that life energy that is to enhance our physical health, our emotional balance, our mental clarity, and also is that source of fuel for the way in which we create and interact with the world. So beginning to sense more and more that place within my body, I realized how much energy I leak, that I just don't honor my own responsibility for how my vital life force is spent in my life. So one of the things I was seeing is that in my kind of meditative use of Qi Gong, very often, even when the prompt from Lee might have been to store some of this universal life energy within my own being, I have tended to send it on upward, send it back up into the cosmos, to the divine source, or let it pour back down and all the way out and feed the heart of the earth. And I think that I had the feeling that there's just so much, that there's this abundance of energy that moves in and around and through us all the time, that I forgot that there's a certain amount of that that's my responsibility, that is for the use of the work that my soul came here to do, and to help keep my physical body, my mental body, my mental well-being, my emotional balances, and my spirit enlivened and coordinated and balanced, so that my soul can do its very best work. So one aspect of the remembering this week has been to begin using those Qi Gong practices to really sense that vital energy at the core of my being, and to really appreciate that, and to appreciate the way in which Qi Gong movements just help me let that flow and feed my entire physical and energetic being. Now, the other was the insight that one of the practices I've been doing in clearing old thought forms, in clearing the ways in which I kind of leak energy out into the world, I've been not quite in alignment with. So you've heard me talk before about recalling those energies of projection and assumption and evaluation, and having somebody else carry an archetype or a stereotype for me so I can see it out there and discover it in here. But that a lot of times that is actually an energy intrusion on somebody else. You know, I'm having them wear something for me so that I can see it. There is a lot in our world right now that just calls us into this kind of leaking of energy. And what ends up happening is that we see another person, a group of people, a situation, and all of a sudden, all of our energy seems to be going toward trying to figure out what's going on, evaluating what the situation is, deciding who's to blame for what. And it's this perpetual projecting of these thought forms out onto other people. And in truth, it's all illusion. I don't know. I don't know. Beyond the fact that I know that each and every one of us is a sacred being. And at our core, there is this divine expression, or I guess maybe expression of divinity in a unique and wonderful way. And there is a wholeness and a soul and a purpose within each being. Anything else that I superimpose over that because of my conditioning and my filters and my things that make me feel unsafe or afraid or confused or helpless. When those are what are behind the thoughts and the expressions I have toward other people, then I am just giving away this reserve of life energy that is meant to build me up, keep me connected with the core of my own being, and allow me to live from that in my relationships with other people and within the world. So anyway, for a while, I've had the practice of, as I notice that I have sent these thoughts, imposed them on somebody else in a way that might diminish or dishonor them, that I've recalled them energetically and asked that they be brought into their purest form of light and pass through my being and back into the heart of the earth. Now, that sounds lovely. But what I forgot is it's my energy that I was wasting in the way I was viewing them before. So when that energy comes back, I need to integrate it back into my own life. I need to reclaim it for my own creativity. I need to be blessed with the return of that light and that love and that life back for the use of this being. It's really kind of amazing because what it's doing is it's feeding myself of being worthy of this gift of the universe that is my life. Being worthy just because I'm alive of this reserve and this source of vital life energy that helps my body function well, that helps my energetic being be at ease and continue to, my soul continue to be able to move along its evolutionary course. That is something amazing, that each one of us is worthy of this gift of vital life energy. And so with that worthiness comes this desire to be responsible with it. So this week I've had a couple of reminders of, this life is mine. How I focus the energy of it is up to me. It's in my hands. May I focus it in ways that are a benefit to my being and also of benefit to all living beings. So I was excited to share that with you this week. I hope that you will come to feel and sense and love that sense of your own vital life force within you, that you will nurture that, that you'll guard it, that you'll watch and see where it leaks, where it goes out in directions that are illusion and distraction, and just take it out of your hands so that you don't have it for the creativity of your life. And that you'll find your own ways of inviting it back in, of reintegrating it, of letting it be within you for the service of your life. I think about each one of us doing that. What an amazing, renewing work that can be. Thank you for letting me share. Thank you for being here. I'll talk to you again soon.